And welcome. Our top focus at this hour on the anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Western nations have announced fresh sanctions against Moscow and have pledged more military support to Ukraine. This comes after G7 leaders held a virtual meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to mark the war anniversary. United States has announced new sanctions against Russia and its allies with new export controls and tariffs. Additionally, the United States will provide $2 billion in more weaponry for Kyiv. This aid does not include F-16 fighter jets that Ukraine had requested, but includes more ammunition for the high-mobility artillery rocket systems, or HIMARS, and a number of different types of drones.
Alongside our international allies and partners, we remain committed to supporting the Ukrainian people with the security assistance they need to defend their nation and take back their sovereign territory. And we will stand with Ukraine for as long as it takes.
The European Union has also approved its 10th round of sanctions against Russia. The sanctions include tighter export restrictions regarding dual-use goods, as well as measures against entities supporting the war, spreading propaganda, or delivering drones used by Russia. Canada, meanwhile, says its fresh sanctions will target 129 individuals and 63 entities, including Russian deputy prime ministers and other officials. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has said that the country will be providing 4 more Leopard 2 battle tanks to Ukraine and over 5,000 rounds of ammunition.
A critical part of our support is to impose further costs on Russia for its illegal and unjustifiable actions. We are announcing new sanctions on 129 individuals and 63 entities, including Russian deputy prime ministers, ministers, other members of the Office of the President of Russia, members of the Russian military, and those involved in the production of artillery and weapons used in Ukraine. We're also banning certain chemicals used in the manufacture of electronics from being exported to Russia.
The Australian government too announced that it has imposed new sanctions against 90 Russian individuals and 40 entities. The latest targets include Russian ministers overseeing energy, resources and industry sectors and key players in defense. Meanwhile, Moscow has reacted by saying the new measures will not work. By reacting to sanctions by US, the Russian ambassador to the United States, Anatoly Antonov, has said the new sanctions were thoughtless and designed to make Russia suffer. The head of the Russian delegation to the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe Parliamentary Assembly has warned the West over supplying weapons to Ukraine.
Hatred for Russia and the desire to show solidarity with Ukraine in every possible way dominates the assembly. Weapons, 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 victory, victory, victory. This is the key message of most of the speeches during the Winter Assembly. I want to emphasize once again that more the weapons, the further we will go. We will ensure the security of Russia at any cost.
Russia has been targeted with multiple rounds of Western sanctions since the war broke out in Ukraine. Though these sanctions have damaged the Russian economy, Moscow has still been able to fund the war. Amid the sanctions, Russian economy is even expected to outperform other Western nations. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.